Okay, if you want to get at your eye pipe and your die dam, all you got to do is loosen off that grub screw there. It's between the two bigger bolts either side. You also need to remove the handguard to be able to get at it. So we're going to spin all this around, slide it off. So this bolt doesn't need to come all the way out, it'll slide out without doing that. Then what you've got is a little nut there, little bolt should I say, and a bolt at the top as well, which we will undo now. Remove the handguard out. Pretty straightforward really. Don't lose these screws, bolts, whatever you want to call them. Bolts is probably a better term. That's what they are. So one at the top, one at the bottom, that then comes off. And then what that enables you to do is to, if I can get the actual camera angle on this, is to remove this out. So this just slide out now. And you end up with essentially the barrel thread adapter on there, like that. And that grub screw that I talked about removing actually goes on to there. You can see the mark it's made where it's been clamped down, holding that adapter in place. That's the only thing that holds this adapter in place. There's another video we've done with the barrel wobble to do with that grub screw not being tight. So set that aside, and then what you end up with is basically this is now free. To make it easier, I would actually recommend taking off the mag well. You don't need to, but it's a heck of a lot easier. It doesn't take much longer. So just take off get the Allen key in. Take off the mag well, like so. It's four bolts basically. There we go. Crack them off. Take that off like that. And here it is. You've got the plate on the top, the cover plate. That comes off. This should slide forward and out basically. And there you go. You can clean that now. You've got access to it. What you need to do is when you put it back in, you'll see that there's little cogs alongside here, little indentations. You need to make sure you put that back in when this is on the hopper mode. I put it into mag-fed mode because then it's facing down, and just make sure that looks even either side basically. And then you can level up that again by making sure it matches. If it's off to the side slightly like that, that's not going to be any good. You actually need to make sure that it's flush. So if it's like that, then you've done something wrong. It actually needs to be level. So put it in the mag-fed position fully on the side. Slide this in so it's at level. Put in there. And that's all level now. That's essentially job done. And then when you put this back on, I'll go over the top of there, I'll show you now. So that's now perfect. Make sure not to switch this around in case it chunks out. Oh, another thing to remember is the eyes on the side. Make sure they're pushed in nicely and not sticking out, so you don't crush them when you put this back down again basically. Okay, this only goes in one way, and the top bit, which is singular, you just slide that in. That's where the grub screw, as I mentioned earlier, actually engages. Slide that in, and actually you can see it through here covering over the eye pipe slightly. And then push that in place, and then tighten down the grub screw, like so. Make sure the barrel doesn't wobble, and then you know you've put it in enough. And then reassemble the handguard in place. And all you're going to do then is put the grip back on. And there's no need to see how I'm reassembling stuff, so I shall leave that with you. And that is how you access the eye pipe.